how complex trauma is formed, and how NLP rebuilds the mind after it. Welcome to Mind Architect, the place where we decode the patterns that shaped you and rebuild the mind you were never taught to protect. Today, we're diving into one of the most misunderstood experiences of the human psyche, complex trauma. Not the dramatic kind you see in movies, but the quiet kind. The kind that grows inside homes that look normal, relationships that look loving, and childhoods that looked fine from the outside. How complex trauma actually forms. Complex trauma isn't a single moment. It's a repetition. A psychological rhythm that trains your nervous system to survive environments where emotional safety never existed. It forms when love is inconsistent, validation is conditional, affection depends on performance, boundaries are punished, emotions are minimized, connection feels unsafe, and you learn that conflict can explode without warning. In narcissistic families and toxic relationships, trauma doesn't break you with violence. It reshapes you with subtlety. You adapt to survive, and your adaptations become your personality. Your brain learns to scan for danger instead of connection, to predict other people's emotions before your own, to stay small to stay safe, to silence your needs to keep the peace, to tolerate what should have never been tolerated. This isn't weakness. This is neurobiology doing its job. Complex trauma rewires the brain through repetition and emotional intensity. Each painful interaction works like a microcode, written directly into your nervous system. Your amygdala becomes hypervigilant. Your prefrontal cortex becomes overloaded. Your default mode network begins to replay the same internal narrative. Something is wrong with me. I have to earn safety. Love comes with a cost. This programming doesn't just sit inside the brain. It becomes your habits, your relationships, your self-worth, your identity. You start living inside an emotional architecture that you never consciously designed. This is where the healing begins. Trauma-informed therapy teaches you why you are the way you are. NLP teaches you how to rewire it. NLP teaches you to understand your triggers as adaptations, not failures. NLP teaches you to understand and rewrite toxic childhood or toxic partner's behavior. NLP teaches you to rewrite the story you absorbed from childhood or a toxic partner. In addition, neuro-linguistic programming helps you interrupt unconscious trauma patterns, change the emotional meaning attached to memories, rewrite limiting beliefs embedded in your subconscious, install new healing, supportive narratives, build a sense of identity that is not rooted in survival. NLP is not magic. It's neuroscience applied with intention. When your brain finally stops repeating old trauma scripts and starts responding from a place of power instead of fear, it's becoming who you were before the world told you to be small. Healing complex trauma is not about fixing you, because you were never broken. It's about unlearning what pain taught you. It's about reclaiming suppressed part of self. It's about rebuilding safety inside your body. It's about installing new supportive patterns. And it's about choosing new responses over old reactions. This is the work that transforms your entire life. Not instantly. Not perfectly. But deeply. Because when you rebuild your inner architecture, you stop repeating the story of survival. And you finally begin to live your life full, the one you were meant to create. Join Mind Architect today and start your journey.